today's webinar, we're going to talk how to use your laser measuring device, 3Dazer, to do just measurements. How to measure, how to store the data, and how to check the history of your measurements. Edit the history, have notes in that history so you can refer back later on. In order to start the measurements, you have to first to charge your laser measuring device that you received in the inbox. And you will see the device in here with two mounting hardwares in the back that I already placed in the back of my phone. I have a separate webinar for that. Please visit 3dazer.com. Under the Learning Center, you will see the webinar placed in there, how to mount your hardware behind the phone. Now allow me to share screen with you to go step by step how to do the measurements. As you see, I have previously downloaded the app already, is available in here. I'm going to click on that app and I'm going to show you how to measure with our laser measuring device. So we're going to click on that. As you see, there's another screen appeared right in here. What it tells you in here, that all the parameters here, upper left corner, it tells you when you click, it goes back to measuring history, which is we're going to tell you in details what it means. Upper right corner in here, when you click, it tells you all measurement options in here. We're going to go step by step for that. And you see this looks like a target in here. It tells you where your laser measuring device is located. This corner in here on the screen tells you that your laser measuring device is in detached mode. So this is attached mode, and this is in a detached mode, which I am right now. This indicator here is for clearing the data. When you measure, for example, and you want to clear it and measure it again, that's its purpose. Here in a feet or inches. Or it means it's continuing mode. It's really useful for carpenters. When I click on the continuing measurements, it means the laser is constantly working and measuring distance as I move. So if you're a carpenter and you want to cut, it continually measures, and you can stop as you wish to make marks. Useful tool for that. So I'm going to take us off of that mode, and I'm going to go upper right corner in here to show you what measurement options we have. Currently, I'm not choosing any options because I want to show you how to do direct measurements, meaning from one point, from the wall, this wall, to the opposite wall. What I'm going to do, I'm going to click on that M. It clicked once, it means the aperture is open and ready to measure. Second click, it's measuring in inches because I selected inches. So I'm going to do feet. I prefer feet and inches. So I'm going to do again measurement. And I'm going to open the aperture, one click, second click, it measures. So I have a measurement 16 feet, 11 inches, 3/4. So, and I want to make a note for that measurement. I'm going to go upper this corner in here as for the history. And I'm going to, today at 10:36, I measured that wall. So I'm going to swipe that, make a note. Length, living room. So here we go. So it means in here, I measured the length of my living room. And here I can select what I measured today, and I can select to read only measurements with notes. I don't want to read all the measurements. I want to read measurements with notes because those notes indicates those measurements are very important for me and where to refer to which measurements. So I'm going to go back to measuring mode, and I'm going to click on that upper right corner and select indirect measurements. For indirect measurements, it's asking you to attach the laser measuring device to the back of your phone. And please note that when doing indirect measurements, your pivoting of the device is very important. You cannot move your arm and measure because that would be not accurate. When you do the wrist movement, it's more precise and accurate. Make sure to measure from A point to B point. So indirect measurements is really useful when you want to measure the areas that are not accessible for you to go and touch and measure directly. So what we're going to do in here, we're going to measure from A point to B point. I'm going to select with one click and point at one corner of my wall. And second click, I'm happy with that selection. I'm pivoting my wrist and moving to that upper corner. And the selected measurements are indicated in here. And parameters of your selection in here regarding to the compass and aperture in here, okay? So location, its target location is very important for accuracy of the measurements. Again, don't forget to move your wrists instead of arm. Wrist movement will give you the accurate measurements. We're gonna go back again to go up or right corner and use the area. So in order to do the area measurement, so we have a length and a width. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to detach my laser from my phone and place against the flat against the surface to measure the length. I measured the length. Now I'm going to measure the width. I'm going to measure the same area so for you to see how accurate it's a measurement. As you see, the accuracy is 116 and it's very much accurate and give you square footage. We're going to go back again and select the volume. In a volume in here, it tells you to measure a length, width, and a height. So I'm going to place again and measure length. And now I'm doing the width because it's asking me to do the width to see how accurate it is. And I'm going to do the height. Height I will choose to do from the top of my table to the ceiling just to see the difference. And then if you see all the measurements in here. So I've measured a couple of things and I know what I've actually measured. What I'm going to go back to the history in here and make notes for each measurement. So I measured in here living room. I measured in here family room. So I have all the indication which areas I measured, and I can go back to my notes in here and say, I would like to view all the measurements that's been actually entered and noted by me. So I know exactly what each measurement applies to. Well, thank you very much. If you have any questions, please email us to support@3dazer.com. All other webinars available in our Learning Center. Thank you very much for your attention and have a nice day.